Come with me on a journey. It's a journey to a land of pure magic and wonder. We are heading to a place where East meets West in a dazzling display of history and culture. This is Turkey, a country that sits at the crossroads of continents with one foot in Europe and the other in Asia. It's a place where ancient stories are whispered on the winds that blow across the Bósforo Strait. Imagine standing on the very bridge that separates two worlds, feeling the pulse of centuries beneath your feet. This isn't just a geographical location, it's a living, breathing tapestry, empires, religions, traditions. The very air in Turkey seems to hum with a unique energy. It's a land where every corner turned reveals something new and utterly captivating. You might find yourself wandering through the ruins of a Roman city one moment and the next. You're sipping sweet apple tea in a bustling modern cafe. The contrasts are simply breathtaking. The call to prayer echoes from magnificent minarets, while nearby the latest pop music spills out from trendy shops. It is this beautiful, chaotic, and harmonious blend of old and new that makes Turkey so incredibly special. It's a country that refuses to be defined by a single story, offering a multitude of experiences to every visitor. Think of Turkey as a giant, open-air museum. You can touch the stones of fortresses that have stood for thousands of years. You can walk the same marble streets as Roman emperors and Ottoman sultans. The past is not a distant memory, it is a constant companion, a vibrant and present force that shapes everything you see and feel in this extraordinary land. This is a country that has been home to some of the world's greatest civilizations: Hittites, Greeks, Romans, Byzantines, Ottomans. Each layer of history has added to the rich complexity of what Turkey is today. This incredible historical depth provides a backdrop for a modern, dynamic nation that is constantly evolving. It is a land of endless discovery, where every journey promises a new adventure and a deeper understanding of our shared human story. Many people think of Turkey as a place for sunny holidays. They imagine beautiful beaches, turquoise seas, and of course, they are not wrong. The coastline is truly spectacular, a paradise for sun-seekers and sailors. But to see Turkey only as a beach destination is to miss its heart and soul. The real Turkey lies beyond the sun loungers and resort hotels. It is found in the bustling markets, the ancient ruins, and the warm smiles of its people. This essay is an invitation to look deeper. It is a chance to peel back the layers and discover the real Turkey. We will journey together through its most iconic places, meet its most famous figures. We will taste its delicious food and learn about its unique traditions. I want to show you the Turkey that I have come to know and love, a country that is so much more than the postcards suggest. It's a place of profound beauty, incredible history, and a culture that is as rich and flavorful as its world-famous cuisine. This is a journey that will challenge your perceptions and leave you with memories that will last a lifetime. Prepare to be surprised, prepare to be enchanted. You might think you know Turkey, but this country has a remarkable ability to defy expectations. Perhaps it will be the otherworldly landscape of Cappadocia, with its fairy chimneys and underground cities, colorful hot air balloon floating over the fairy chimneys of Cappadocia at sunrise, or maybe it will be the snow-white terraces of Pamukkale, a natural wonder that looks like a frozen waterfall. This is a land of constant surprises, where the unbelievable is just around the corner, waiting to take your breath away at any moment. Our adventure will not just be about places, it will also be about the spirit of Turkey. We will explore the soul of the nation through its stories, its art, and its people. This is not just a travel guide, it is a portrait of a nation that is proud of its past, but is also looking forward with energy and optimism. Join me as we uncover the secrets and treasures of this truly unforgettable land. Our journey begins in Istanbul. This is not just a city, it is a world in itself. For centuries it was known as Constantinople. It has been the heart of the Roman, Byzantine, and Ottoman worlds. Today, it stands as Turkey's vibrant cultural and economic center. Imagine the feeling of sailing down the Bosphorus Strait. On one side you have Europe, and on the other you have Asia. This waterway is not just a line on a map, it is the lifeblood of the city, history, trade, and daily life. Istanbul is a place where past and present dance together in a mesmerizing rhythm. The silhouette of Istanbul is instantly recognizable, a skyline pierced by the slender minarets of countless mosques, dominated by ancient domes. As you walk its streets, you can feel the weight of this history all around you. You might turn a corner and suddenly face a Roman aqueduct standing proud amidst modern apartment buildings. You could be sipping coffee in a chic cafe that overlooks the walls of a Byzantine palace. Life in Istanbul moves at a relentless pace. The city is a hive of activity, home to over 15 million people. Yet, amidst this energetic chaos, you can always find moments of perfect tranquility. You can watch old men fishing from the Galata Bridge as the sun sets over the Golden Horn. Exploring Istanbul is like peeling back the layers of a fascinating story. Each neighborhood has its own distinct personality and tale to tell. It is a city that invites you to get lost, to wander without a plan, and to discover its many secrets for yourself. It is an endless adventure. In the heart of historic Istanbul stands a building that, honestly, just defies description. This is Hagia Sophia. For over 1,000 years it was the largest cathedral in the world. Its name means holy wisdom. Standing beneath its colossal dome you feel awe and wonder. Built in the 6th century by Emperor Justinian I, who reportedly exclaimed, "Solomon, I have surpassed you." Its story mirrors the city's layered history, a convergence of faiths and cultures. Just across a beautiful park from Hagia Sophia stands another architectural wonder. This is the Sultan Ahmed Mosque, more famously known as the Blue Mosque. His ambition was to construct a mosque that would rival and even surpass the grandeur of the nearby Hagia Sophia. The result is honestly one of the most magnificent and recognizable buildings in the world. The nickname Blue Mosque comes from the breathtaking interior. The walls are covered with over 20,000 handmade ceramic tiles from the town of Iznik. As light filters through more than 200 stained glass windows, the entire space is bathed in a serene, bluish light. Standing inside feels like being in a beautiful, calming and otherworldly space. Get ready to lose yourself in a world of color, sound and scent. We are heading to the Grand Bazaar, or Kapadocia. This is one of the oldest and largest covered markets in the world. It is a city within a city, a sprawling labyrinth of more than 60 streets and over 4,000 shops. Every corner of the Grand Bazaar holds a new discovery. You can find piles of colorful silk scarves, shimmering mosaic lamps that cast a magical glow, and intricately woven Turkish carpets. Bargaining is an essential part of the Grand Bazaar experience. It is not just about getting a lower price, it is a social ritual, a friendly and often humorous interaction with the shopkeeper. Leaving the magnificent chaos of Istanbul behind, our journey takes us deep into the heart of Anatolia. Here, we find a landscape so strange and magical it feels like stepping onto another planet. This is Cappadocia. These are tall, cone-shaped pillars of soft volcanic rock, sculpted over millions of years by wind and rain. For centuries, people have carved their homes, churches, and even entire cities directly into these soft rock formations. Early Christians fleeing Roman persecution found refuge here, creating a hidden world of monasteries and chapels within the fairy chimneys. They decorated the interiors with incredible frescoes. Perhaps the most iconic image of Cappadocia is the sight of hundreds of hot air balloons floating silently in the sky at sunrise. From the basket of a balloon, you get a bird's-eye view of the entire region. Our next destination is another of Turkey's unbelievable natural wonders. This is Pamukkale, which translates to Cotton Castle in Turkish. It is a series of terraced pools formed by hot, mineral-rich water flowing down the mountainside. Over thousands of years, this created a cascade of brilliant white terraces filled with milky turquoise water. Today, visitors can still experience these legendary waters. You can walk barefoot through shallow pools on the travertine terraces. At the top lies Cleopatra's Pool, the antique pool. You can float in warm, bubbling water among ancient Roman columns and marble fragments that fell into the pool centuries ago. Our final stop in this part of our journey takes us to the Aegean coast, to the ancient city of Ephesus. Walking through its well-preserved streets is like taking a step back 2,000 years. The highlight of any visit to Ephesus is the magnificent Library of Celsus. It was built to store over 12,000 scrolls. Another incredible sight is the Great Theater. Carved into the side of a hill, this enormous amphitheater could hold up to 25,000 spectators. You can walk through the terrace houses, the luxurious homes of the city's wealthiest residents, which are famous for their beautiful mosaics and frescoes. A visit to Ephesus is more than just a history lesson. It is a powerful and immersive experience, a chance to touch the stones of a civilization that shaped our world. To understand Turkey, one must understand the legacy of its most powerful rulers, the Ottoman sultans. Among these leaders, one name stands above all: Suleiman the Magnificent. Under his command, the empire reached its peak of political, military, and economic power. Known in the West as the Magnificent, in his lands he was Kanuni, the lawgiver. He undertook a complete reform of the empire's legal system. Suleiman's personal life was as dramatic as his reign, much of it revolving around his wife, Hürrem Sultan. Behind every great ruler there is often a genius who helps bring their vision to life. For Suleiman the Magnificent, that genius was Mimar Sinan. His genius lay in his ability to create vast, open interior spaces, crowned by enormous, seemingly weightless domes. But Sinan himself considered his true masterpiece to be the Selimiye Mosque, located in the city of Edirne. For Sinan, this was the culmination of his life's work. He was more than just a builder, he was an artist who sculpted the skyline of an empire. As we move from the Ottoman Empire into the 20th century, we meet the single most important figure in the creation of modern Turkey. His name is Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. On October 29, 1923, Ataturk declared the Republic of Turkey and became its first president. He launched sweeping reforms to create a secular, modern, Western-oriented nation. He granted women the vote, introduced the Latin alphabet, and promoted education for all. Today his presence is everywhere in Turkey. He symbolizes his nation's independence, modernity, and resilience. To really get to know Turkey, you gotta taste it. A Turkish meal often starts with something called mise, which is a bunch of small, colorful dishes. The main part of many Turkish meals is grilled meat or kebab. Or maybe the Iskender kebab, where slices of doner are put on bread, covered in a rich tomato sauce and sizzling butter, and served with a big scoop of yogurt. Being asked to share a meal in a Turkish home is a real honor. They'll keep telling you to eat more and more because your host's biggest joy is to see you full and happy. The streets of Turkey offer a culinary adventure all their own. One of the most iconic street foods is the simit. Or you could try a lahmacun, often called Turkish pizza. It's usually served with fresh parsley and a squeeze of lemon juice, then rolled up and eaten by hand. No exploration of Turkish food would be complete without surrendering to its sweet temptations. The most famous is, of course, baklava. Another popular treat is künefe. It is served hot, so the cheese is wonderfully melted and stringy. And you cannot forget Turkish ice cream, dondurma. It is a dessert and a show all in one. In Turkey it's almost impossible to imagine a day without tea. Tea or K is more than just a drink, it's a huge part of how people connect. The tea is brewed in a special double teapot called a çaydanlık. Each person can decide how strong they want their tea. While tea is the everyday drink, Turkish coffee or Türk kahvesi is saved for more special or important times. After you finish your coffee, it's a popular tradition to have your future told by reading the shapes the coffee grounds leave in the cup. Beyond the ancient ruins and bustling cities, the true heart of Turkey is found in its people. And honestly, the most defining characteristic of the Turkish people is their incredible hospitality. Enter a shop, even just to browse, and you will almost certainly be offered a glass of sweet apple tea. It is simply a gesture of welcome. If you are lucky enough to be invited into a Turkish home, you will experience this hospitality in its purest form. This open-heartedness and sincere interest in others is what makes traveling through Turkey so special. You arrive as a visitor, but you leave feeling like you have made new friends. Turkish culture is rich with traditions practiced for centuries, rituals that care for both the body and the soul. One of the most famous of these is the Turkish bath, or hammam. An attendant will give you a vigorous scrub with a coarse mitt called a kesi. After the scrub, you are covered from head to toe in a mountain of soft, soapy bubbles. Finally, you retreat to a relaxation room to cool down, wrapped in fresh towels, sipping a glass of tea. As you travel through Turkey, you will notice a symbol that is absolutely everywhere. This is the Nazar Bonkugu, or the evil eye bead. This ancient amulet is believed to protect the bearer from the evil eye, a look of envy or ill will that is thought to cause bad luck or harm. The Turkish calendar is full of lively festivals and important national holidays. There are two main religious festivals called bayrams. The most important of these is Republic Day on October 29th. This day marks the anniversary of Mustafa Kemal Ataturk declaring Turkey a republic in 1923. It's a day of great national pride, celebrated with parades, torchlight walks, concerts, and amazing fireworks. Our journey through Turkey is now coming to an end, but the memories of this incredible land will linger forever. We have walked through the heart of empires in Istanbul, floated in hot air balloons over the magical fairy chimneys of Cappadocia, and walked the marble streets of Ephesus. Turkey is a country that captures your heart and refuses to let go. It is a land of stunning contrasts, where ancient traditions live alongside vibrant modernity. It is a place where you can feel the pulse of history in the stones beneath your feet, and see the warmth of the future in the smiles of its people. So go and discover it for yourself. Let Turkey surprise you, enchant you, and welcome you. You will not be disappointed.